Hello my loves, welcome back to Zeke's Lunchbox. Today I'm going to attempt to finish 5 more cards in the tarot card project. If you're new here, I'm working on a tarot card deck. I am currently running a Kickstarter that all accumulates to help the project happen. I'll pop a link in the description if you're interested in supporting and also getting some really amazing merchandise. They are the best prints I've ever made, and also I am doing a new wall hanging as well, so you get like a big large scale piece of art in your home, easy to hang, makes a huge impact. It's very exciting. I will also have a link in the description if you're new and you want to know more about the tarot card project. You can catch up by watching 2 years worth of videos, and it's my favorite playlist and my favorite videos on this channel. Okay, so today I'm going to attempt to do 5 cards in the tarot card series, and in a deck of tarot cards you have a major arcana and a minor arcana. Just take my word for it, there's different sections in a tarot card deck. In the minor arcana section there are different suits, so there's swords, wands, pentacles and cups. I'm currently working on the wands. I will pop up all the wands that I have currently made, and now I just have 5 more to do. 3 of them are the kind of pip style cards, so basically they just have the wands and it's kind of similar to playing cards, so you just have the wands and then replicated depending on what number in the deck it is. So right now I have 9 of wands, 10 of wands, ace of wands, the knight and the king. I'm saving the queens for later because they will be a Kickstarter reward for when we launch the tarot card project, and you guys can get your portraits commissioned into the deck. So yeah, saving all the queens for that very reason. Let me chat to you about the Ace of Wands. So currently I'm working on the Ace of Wands. It is proving to be a little bit more challenging because it needs to be very striking and really boiled down, and I don't know, I'm finding it very boring at the moment, and I had this light bulb moment last night when I was drifting off to sleep. Don't you hate how like you find your best ideas when you're just drifting off to bed and you're like, oh my god, I have to remember that later. Okay, good night. Normally I forget, but this time I didn't because it was important. For a couple of years I've been wanting to do a couple of cards where I experiment with different framing. So far, because there's such a tight, let me get a card. This is the Ace of Wands here. Don't mind the reflection, but that's the Ace of Wands. And as you can see, the tarot cards are a little bit longer. They've got a very specific canvas for me to work on. I am getting a little bored of working in the restrictions that are here. If you've been watching for quite some time on this channel, I do like to paint on different odd shaped canvases. I think playing around with all the different combinations of a composition is really exciting to me. So I realized last night, because this was on my to-do list and something I wanted to explore in the tarot card project, I want to put in different frames in the actual tarot card so it has different segments. So that sounds like, what did you just say? That's very complicated. Just imagine like there's different shapes, this SD card, just imagine there's different shapes in actual tarot cards so I can break up the composition a little bit further. So I will pop up some examples of what I mean. It's very like, imagine it like a panel in a comic book. So you've got different frames all on the page that are kind of interwoven together to tell a story. I've been wanting to experiment with that for so long. I kind of played around with it a little bit in my sketchbook, and that was kind of like an accidental thing that I kind of came across when I was drawing all those years ago. Yeah, now I can finally implement it and put it to good use, which is quite exciting. I think for all of the ace cards that I do, so all of the Ace of Wands, Swords, Pentacles, and Cups, I'm going to do this special framing because it is very minimal. There is only one like subject matter or core subject matter in it. Yes, there's like a landscape in it, but it's a very minimal card. So I think out of all the cards I can, you know, use these different frames to put into the card and make it a little bit more interesting. I've been wanting to do an arched window framed piece for literally forever. I have noticed, because I do a lot of graphic design work as well, that it has been a serious trend in the graphic graphic design world. I will place a couple more images that I found on Instagram and the handles of those Instagrams so you guys can see what I mean. But I am seeing it all over the place, and that was what reminded me. All these things coming together, all this inspiration coming together to give me a good direction of where I should head in the aces. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do now. So here are the last remaining cards for me to accomplish. Here we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Yesterday I had a big surge of inspiration, and which honestly I haven't had for such a long time. Recently all the art I've been making has been, you know, under pure resilience and determination, and I haven't felt, you know, inspired for a very long time. I've just been really forcing myself, which I think is actually the more winning combination to having a successful art career. You kind of just have to force yourself to make the art even when you don't want to, because it's work. So yes, I will chat to you about this one soon, and then I'm excited to do the Ten of Wands, mostly just because I like the structure and all the, you know, kawaii wands coming all together in the structure. I think will be really pretty. I have been getting rid of all the characters just so the wands can be heroed a lot more. Nine of Wands, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this one just yet. Yeah, I'm really lost on what I should do with this one because it is really boring. Compositionally, I'll have to figure something out. The King of Wands, I haven't really thought of just yet, but I will come to that shortly. So let's go back to the Ace of Wands here. This is what my Ace of Wands looks like right now. Very boring, very flat. I mean, that being said, I don't really want to put more in it. I'm trying to, you know, really experiment with my more minimal compositions. I watched this thing with Hokusai, how he was, you know, constantly learning how to boil down an artwork, and he ultimately wanted to just create like one line on a canvas, and that would be like the very best artwork that he's ever made. You know, that's, I think for minimalists or maybe people who are like a little bit more intermediate, you may understand a lot of artists are coming from, where you don't feel like you necessarily have to fill a canvas with like every subject matter. You should feel confident enough to let your artwork breathe and be strong enough with what you have placed in there. So that's what I am trying to experiment with, and that's why I want to play around with the frames that I was just mentioning. All right, that's it. Let's draw. Alrighty, everyone. So I have just, I think I'm finished. I'm going to pop the file, or I'm going to pop the artwork into InDesign and see what it looks like with all the other cards. It has taken me all day to really come to this conclusion, because I was tinkering with the idea of doing a ornate frame, and I do think it looks pretty cool, and I definitely want to explore this further in the future, but I just felt like it was taking away from the original idea that I wanted to explore, which was more of a Magritte minimalistic, neat design look rather than a Art Nouveau look. Like I said, more than happy and excited to explore this idea in the future, this like dragonfly winged frame. But yeah, I'll have to just put that on the back burner and remember it for another piece. I don't know, you guys let me know. Do you like the frame, the dragonfly initial frame? It's a little difficult to tell, but it could be really cool. I just don't think for this piece. So, finished the hand and popped a little bit of jewelry on the hand, which I think just adds a bit more sophistication, I think, and personality to it all. It's crazy how something so neat and minimal can still take forever, because like I said at the beginning when I started filming, you know, learning when to peel back and be okay with more minimal pieces is, yeah, it takes a long time and years to really be confident in your work, to let it breathe. Yeah, so I've got this bubble thing that I've been using in a couple of the wands. I'm honestly really happy with the way it's looking. I think all the aces will look really strong all together. Just imagine, you know, the sword version and the cups and the pentacles. Yeah, I think they're going to be really strong all together. I'm also getting an actual very strong tarot card vibe from this one. I know, very funny, and like maybe you're thinking, Well, yeah, obviously, but for me it actually, I don't know, the frame, the arch window frame, makes it feel more tarot-esque. I'm not sure why, it just does. I'm going to see what it looks like with the official writing because I have to do that in InDesign, and then I usually put a little gradient on the background just so the writing can be a bit more apparent. And yeah, this is what the final ace looks like. I'm very happy with it, and I'm excited to do the other ace cards. Morning everybody! So, I can't remember where we left off, but I think I was painting this card here. You can see it's on a transparent background, so you've got the arch window and you know, the bubbles here. I'm just thinking it could be a really cool sticker on a transparent stock, but I'd have to finish off the sides and figure out what the whole sticker by itself looks like. Because right now that's what it looks like, you know, on the final outcome on a card. But yeah, just thinking about all the ways that I can use the tarot art to fund the project in between finishing it all. Yesterday I made this 10 of Wands card. I was going to put some kind of landscape in it, but I don't know, it just looks so much better when it was just up in the clouds. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. You can see each ball is individually painted, so they all vary a little bit and they're not all just, you know, copy paste. I just think changing the highlights on a couple of them makes a really big difference and makes it feel just a little bit more realistic. So those are 2 cards done, which is great. Like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, these are the cards that I'm attempting to finish. I'm gonna be frank with you guys. I don't think I'll be able to finish the King of Wands in time for this video. I'm gonna try my hardest to do the Knight of Wands before or for this video to try and get it all up. But then, yeah, everything will be done. I'm still aiming to get, you know, all the swords and all of the wands done before the end of the year. So it's a lot of work. I still have to do 3 cards a week, which is honestly really, really hard. I'll just show you the card that I'm working on currently. I'm doing 9 of Wands here, so that's what this card, that's the original card, and that's what my version looks like. So I'm really just taking, you know, all of the straight wands and then the slightly tilted one and just over exaggerating that here and heroing them. This was the original landscape that I made for the 10 of Wands. I wasn't vibing it in the other one, and for this one it made more sense because it just feels like, you know, this like pink dusty mud seeping out and coming out of the water, especially with these like pipette-y sort of ocean sticks coming out. I don't know, it works a little bit better. For the background, I will have to mirror the clouds down the bottom and smudge them a little so it looks like there is a horizon line and some water. Right now, just like with all the other cards that I do, I'm trying to just alter all of the shine and add more depth on the ground and add the shadows just so they feel like they're really in their environment a little bit more. All right, let's talk about how I'm feeling about the project. All right, so let's talk about how I'm feeling about the project and how I'm feeling about this channel. Right now, I feel like both things are losing steam and I'm getting very stressed and worried about it. I don't know, I can't tell what factors are really playing a big part in everything losing momentum. I think people who, you know, originally subscribed really want to see a lot more sketchbook stuff, and just that's mostly, you know, how I got a big funnel of people to watch on my channel, and trying to convert them over to tarot card related stuff has been really tricky. Yeah, I don't know. I think I can't tell like what factors are playing a big part in everything losing steam. Either like maybe I'm projecting and I'm burnt out from it, so everything's like heightened and I feel it a lot more, or maybe transitioning over to digital work to finish this project is unrelatable to people because now it's delved more into a commercial job aspect routine, and that seems almost unrelatable to people because people who originally subscribed are more used to, you know, like physical traditional mediums alike. There's still a global pandemic happening and we're in a big global financial recession and everyone's really tired and burnt out, and I don't know, I think it's a factor of all of these things, putting your art out there. It's like it's a cyclical relationship, so when things start to lose momentum, it becomes really hard to, keep going and be motivated for it all. It's almost going to be 3 years of doing this project. I'm over it. Quite frankly, I want it to be finished. I want the deck to be done, and I really want a good, successful Kickstarter when we do the big tarot card Kickstarter. I'm stressed about it all. I think it's been such a big risk. I'm dying to move into other facets of my job and delve into them a lot further, like making merch, building courses online, and then also focusing on doing big paintings. There's a lot of plans that I have post-tarot, and I'm just tired from it all. Still positive, and I have no other choice except to move on and just keep making all of the cards, and I still love everything that I'm making for this project, but it does feel like I'm losing interest at the most critical time when I need to be building momentum. Hopefully in a couple of months this won't be the case anymore. I would love your input. One, I want to know exactly what you want to see on this channel, why you subscribed. I feel very disconnected from the viewers on this channel. To be quite frank, I don't know what you guys are looking for on this channel anymore. I feel like this year I've made so much amazing artwork, and I've made the best videos I've made ever on this channel. So I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I've put in so much good work in 2020 and I'm not really reaping what I've sowed, and I'm kind of losing hope a little. I need you guys to still boost me up and be strong even when I'm not, because I'm really, really getting unmotivated with it all. Let me know what you want to see on this channel, and let me know how you guys are feeling about the tarot card project. The current mini Kickstarter that is running right now is really what's getting me down. Yes, we achieved our goal, but ultimately I still want to make $6,800. That's like a big goal, because when we budgeted everything for marketing and getting all the samples made for the tarot cards, that's really the amount that we have. And I ran this mini Kickstarter instead of doing a Black Friday sale, which makes such a big difference for my income. So I've made no money over the last couple of months. Been losing so much money this year. I feel like I've just been sacrificing so much for this project, and I just need to be honest with you guys about it all. I need your help more than ever. Please keep telling people about this project. Get them to watch the videos. Get them invested in the tarot card project for 2021. It's so important. Honestly, if this tarot card project doesn't go well, I don't see how I can continue even making art in the future. So it's really, really dire. Please just keep supporting in every way that you think you can possibly support. Interacting with all the content online is the best way to help me out, and it's free. So comment, give me all the suggestions that you can give me. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay everyone, so it's the beginning of the week. It's currently Monday in the afternoon. I'm aiming to hopefully do 2 cards. So my goal is to, try and flesh out 2 cards a week, or 2 to 3 cards a week, and then it should be done in a couple of months. That seems to be the most achievable thing for me. Right now I'm just going through the 6 of Wands. I've placed in my other wands that I've already drawn, but each card has to change a little bit in terms of where the light shines, making sure that all the lighting is correct, and then I also have to go in and pop in all of the shadows. So that's what I'm working on today. Hoping to flesh this out now, so let's get to it. Everyone. So yesterday I finished off the Six of Wands with the Scorpion Horse character. As you probably saw from the speed lapse, it was blue, but it just wasn't matching the other cards properly. And I did forget for a hot minute that the main characters are often purple in the color palette that I've picked. You know, as you can see with the World and Judgment and the Sun, all those characters have a blue background with a purple character. So as soon as I made it purple, it was like, aha, it was the light bulb moment. Now I'm off and doing the Seven of Wands. It's very different from the original Rider-Waite Seven of Wands. For the minors, I am doing cards that are similar to the Rider-Waite deck, but it's more of a quasi pip deck, which I think is actually quite underrated. For me, these more quiet cards only amplify the more busier cards. Alrighty, everybody. It's currently, I believe, the 15th of December, so a lot has happened in the month of recording this vlog. I just want to go through all the cards that I've done so you can see, you know, the comparisons of what I did versus what the original cards are. So let me just get them all out. So in that month, I believe I did 8 cards, so let me just go through them all and put them side by side. And then I didn't show this on camera, mostly just because I was focused on, you know, getting the quantities out, but I've gotten stuck into the swords. I love this card. Pretty sure Dali has done his own version of this one. It's well and truly summer in Australia right now, so that explains the hot sweatiness. Now that it's been about a month recording this vlog, a lot of my mindset has really changed quite a lot in the time span, especially when I was just talking about how feeling very burnt out and scared that we're losing momentum on the most critical time when people should be really excited because we are on the home stretch. And exciting news, the Kickstarter actually reached our second stretch goal. I very prematurely judged the Kickstarter and I should have just trusted the process. But yeah, you guys got us over to $6,800, so $6,800 Australian currency. That money is going to go such a long way. You have no idea how much that helps, and you guys get amazing rewards in return. So thank you so much. Just so happy. That Kickstarter ends on the 19th of December, so if you do want those limited edition prints or the wall hanging, that's the only time you can get it. It will not be available on my shop afterwards. Everybody who has pledged, you will get a pin and a set of 3 tarot cards, so thank you very much. And yeah, just a little reward to just say thank you for being awesome and believing in the project. I will see you guys in next week, maybe the week after. I don't know, videos are very patchy right now, but I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching and hearing me ramble about the whole process, and I hope you guys have taken something away for your own art process. See you later. Catch you on Instagram, catch you on Twitter, and catch you on TikTok as well. All Zeke's Lunchbox. Bye.